Maiden, what the hell are you saying? It's like it took about a minute and a half for the notification to go out. Hello, everybody. She out on my Wonderland until I remastered demo. Good lord. And hi, Fairy. Hey, Hales. Hey, Maiden. I don't know why it's getting for such a dejected hey, Hales. I'm going to see you in 2 days. As soon as my NVIDIA control panel remembers that it should be doing something, I I had almost everything set up before I hit stream. I just had to update my NVIDIA control panel settings because our Wonderland uses REMP. And REMP hates my computer, so I have to adjust settings for every single REMP game. There's also the fact that like no one likes REMP anymore. Cancel Plays India said, "Don't you dare! Don't wait." It doesn't matter to me. You're not usually around during this week anyway, so I don't care. Blank on my blank until I blank, and this really blanks my blanks are permanent sayings in my vocab. Damn right. Oh, Nvidia finally remembered that it can do stuff. What the heck? Oh wow, this just has every single program I've ever used on my system. What? Okay, the demo. I draw at this point. Why is there no icon for it? What? VR or whatever. Apply. I go studio mode because I'm a fancy like that. And play. Alright. So, Our Wonderland has a very special place in my heart. It's the first game I streamed, and it's the game that got me into art. I mean, the art you're seeing right now is probably like 2 years old. Are you kidding me? No! Why are you not working? What? I just updated the NVIDIA control panel. Why is there already a Google Docs about this game? What is going on? I updated you. There was another game? What do you mean there's another EXE? Games, you can't live with them, you can't live without them. I want to manage the number one game of all time. It's my number one VN is my second game of all time. The number one spot, unfortunately, because, you know, this whole indie thing I've got going on, my number one favorite game is Mother 3. And part of me is excited for Deltarune because it literally is Toby Fox has said it's a rip off of Mother 3, and I love me a Toby Fox game and I love me Mother 3. Kind of terrifying, to be honest, because I know what happens in Mother 3 and it ain't good. Mother makes sense. Yeah, it does. Alright, here's some content warnings. Yeah, I hope you're good with all this. We have coarse language, fuck, strong graphic violence, uncomfortable sexual situations and unwanted sexual advances, and disturbing and potentially triggering elements, including but not limited to emetrophobia. I don't know what that word means. I haven't even gone to the game and I'm already having to look up a word. By the way, this creator has like a vocab, like a full-on vocab. It is quite amazing, and I struggle to read some of it. Vomiting. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Suicide, bullying, cannibalism, infanticide. I'm gonna open the Google Doc. Did something open? Something open. Oh, there's a new trigger warnings list. Oh, I love the trigger warnings list. You know what? As a treat, we'll have a quick look through it. That's about right. Okay. Demo content and trigger warnings list for our Wonderland. General content warning for the whole demo. I'm glad it's for the demo, so it doesn't spoil any of the horrific things that happen in the actual game. My goodness. Alright, so yeah, we've got the trigger elements. Screen shake, fast moving sprites, and occasional eye strain and bright lights. The above content warnings are written as an overarching, more general sense not to reveal specific content as spoilers. However, is anything in the above list as you're concerned or wary, please consult the following page. Okay. Alright, I'll just go into a general brief of the, okay, so, we got limbs being chopped off, someone's head being bashed in, jaw broken, someone gets boiled, stabbed through the gut, eaten by many small creatures and their intestines are shown, someone stabbed in the gut, uncomfortable sexual situations and unwanted sexual advances is not like explicit. I mean, it doesn't pause me in my stride, so I think it's not explicit. Why is my oh, the one thing that is included for the potentially triggering elements is self-loathing. Yeah. I only play the best games on this channel. Alright. Then also includes... Oh, okay, yeah. I hope your eyes aren't sensitive. Censored mode. Why is no auto? I just had to point out, I haven't played this in censored mode. This is releasing under Roma, so I will be back here. Last... Oh! New music! Oh! My controller works! Oh! That is loud! Oh my god! Oh! I will say one thing. Our Wonderland has the music in Our Wonderland hits. Anyway, this is a Rempe game, so yeah. Right, I mean, streamer mode doesn't matter because it's only during I think that's mainly during like Act 3 and 4, and this is Act 1. Oh, it's so good! Shall we go through the character bios real quick before we play, or because this is all new. This is all of most of this is new. I think the main things that are new are the character bios and after stories. I doubt these are here. Yeah, but yeah, I'm going through it. So, I would like to know the people in the story are. That's good. All right, so we have Iggy Maxwell, also known as Ignatius. This is our protagonist. Look at him. He is adorable. I want to, like, just grab his cheeks and tell him everything is going to be okay. I'd be lying straight to his face. He's 31. Yeah, here's his details. He's a full stack web developer, and I feel so sorry for him. Also mood. Also, yeah, this game takes place in 2018, because I think that's when development started. He is white. We have Gendo Ichihara. I cannot read what that says, but I'm assuming that's what his name is in, yeah, Japanese. He be small. He be small. He is a bike shop repair owner. Feels the aura. We have all them. Or they're all. Why the words? All them brew Tashta. Tashta? Oh, I forget. I'm so bad. To be fair, I usually read the stuff off the itch page, but that's apparently getting deleted soon, so I should make sure I yeah. Like the whole game is on the itch page at the moment, but this is the remaster. Brew Batcher, that's it. I always forget the last names. Okay. He's a data entry clerk, which sounds actually sad. Gidget Bordell. And she's an aspiring model. And we have Bucks Krills, who is a company shift manager. Surely nothing bad will happen to any of these people. Okay, I'm just gonna get started. This could be a bit of a short stream, so I might be just getting through. I'm expecting. That's new. This will probably take a couple of streams, and then Deltarune's gonna come out, and that's gonna take like 2 days, and then probably I'll get back to Disco Elysium. It's a busy couple of weeks for me in terms of game releases. This piano indicates only good things will happen, I'm sure. Yeah, so did the content warnings. Alright, I am playing with controller. So I know how to I know how to play Rempy games. What's that PlayStation controller? Surely PC uses X input. I'm 11 years old. The first time we enter Wonderland. August 3rd, 1998. I would have been like 4 months old. Is everyone ready? Oh my god, this looks amazing. I'm gonna be honest, I played the remaster alpha and I do not remember most of it, so I'm gonna be probably reacting like I, oh my god. Oh my god, my Steam library backlog's gonna be so much worse than Deltarune. I'm gonna play like all of it in like 2 days. What? Why did my controller disconnect? That was cool though. Seems like we got everything, yeah? This is the biggest tree in the forest, so... This part is important. Or at least I think it is. My fingers curl tighter around the worn edges of the book in my lap. I let my eyes fall to the words on the page. Words that seem to tremble and dance atop the surface of the paper. Gidget's closest to me. She's been dubious from the start. The instructions weren't that complicated, really, which doesn't bode much confidence. But she doesn't move to leave. What's up? Oh, hey, Onion. You're 15 minutes in. I'm 45 minutes early. Hey, we're having we're having a real short one today. I got like so much to do. Yeah, the life is so busy, but I stream regardless. You know, on second thought, I'm pretty sure my mom's calling me. Olim is across from me. His face is as white as the time he threw up in Miss Gormia's 6th period. Oh, I'll get there before she finds me a way out of here, so I'm just gonna... Also, Onion, the content warnings had their own Google Docs. Let me just go find them real quick. Coarse language, strong graphic violence, illustrated and textual, uncomfortable sexual situations, and unwanted sexual advances. Don't worry, it's not like straight up sexual assault. I think. Not. No, wait. Nobody's pants get off yet. We have topics including suicide, bullying, cannibalism, emetophobia, and infanticide, and a lot of eye strain stuff. He throws a glare back at the blackness between the trees. The corners of his mouth twitch like he's about to cry. He doesn't leave either. There's a lot of time your mom cared about you where you were. It was coming out from between her damn legs. Genzo's as salty as ever. But that's Genzo for you. His dying words will probably be a dig at Orlum. Or Orlum's mom. Oh, what's he doing between his mom's legs? And then there's Bugs. Bugs doesn't understand anything. She's only 9. That's an appropriate game. You're gonna corrupt poor Bugsy. Ah, shit. If Bugs doesn't understand that, she needs someone to corrupt her ass pronto. Genzo's the only one who dare swear. It sounds so natural. It makes me jealous. A summary, please. This is literally the opening. We've not done anything yet. We're literally, this is it. We have 5 goobers, and 4 of them are white. That's pretty much all we have. Also, this is my second favourite game of all time. So, yeah, I'm playing the remaster of it. Whoop whoop. I tried saying hell in the mirror one time. I haven't been able to look myself in the eye for days. If anyone cares, I resent a comment about my mother. Guys! I need to get everyone back on track. I know if I don't corral them, we'll never even get started. What would be the point, really? 5 what? 5 goobers. City people. City boys and girls, men and women. Yeah, you know. We need to focus, okay? Come on. I lick my lips, swallow. My fingers are shaking. I press them tighter into the book's yellowed pages. This is gonna work. I'm telling you, this book's like a gazillion years old. Besides, books can't lie. Not like Lauren's mom. Hey, what exactly does it say we have to do again? We don't have to break the song, do we? I readjust the book in my lap. Find the centered paragraph in the middle of the page. Its font fancy and curled. By blood alone shall the innocent pass, travelling hand in hand, where every wish is your command, in your very own Wonderland! Orlum's fingers go to his mouth. Blood? Buck's eyes widen. The light of a lantern dances off in their trembling pupils. I volunteer to kill Orlum. My eyebrow twitches. No one's gonna be killing anyone. Then from everyone should be fine. It only works for kids. No adults allowed. The 5 of us grow quiet. Kaito card, yeah. Furtive glances from one to the next. Gidget's chewing on the inside of her cheek. Genzo's brows are furrowed. Bugs has a little fist clenched in excitement, and Orlum looks about ready to piss himself. Crickets chirp from up in the darkness. Well, let's get on with it. There's no point sitting there freezing our asses off. This is gonna be the hard part. I reach into my Stegosaurus backpack and pull out a small knife I carefully secured in the elastic pencil holder. The blade gleams in the light from the lantern. I got this from the The door in my kitchen should do the trick. I can feel the collective gaze of the group on the knife. Have I mentioned I don't really like this idea? Arnhem's fidgeting again. Kento rolls his eyes. Only about 100 times. Just make sure you clean it before your mom cooks with it again, yeah? It's just a small knife, the type I see my mom used to cut apples, but the tip is plenty sharp. I bring the shiny point to the middle of my palm and press. It prickles. I pause, press my lips together, then pull across my palm before I can stop to think about it. You know, I never expected I'd be happy to see new CGs of child cutting themselves, but here we are. It slices through the skin like butter. Tears spring to my eyes. I want to swear, to sound cool, because honestly, if I'd ever been a time to swear, it'd be now. But all that comes out is a pained squeak. When I blink my eyes open and search through the watery veil, I see a mote of red forming across my palm. Gidget takes my hand, her skin warm against the growing chill creeping from the soggy fissure. My fingers tremble. Nice voice acting. How are you keeping track of their voices? Brain rot. Very, very, very severe brain rot. Eshigs, you animal. Eshigs, you animal. I blink. The salt water runs down my cheek. I force a smile. It doesn't hurt. You only need a little. That's what the nurse always tells me. That she stabs me with a 6-inch needle to death. The way I keep track of her voices is Iggy, literally just me. Gidget is more of a high-pitched. Orlem's a bit nasally, Gainzo's a bit gruff, and Bucks is, well, Kid Bucks is a lot more squeaky and has a bit more of an uncontrolled voice. Adult Bucks, I usually have her being a bit more... I'd probably say I voice Adult Bucks and Susie from Deltarune about the same. That wasn't really a question. Well, I answered it. Also, it's fun to do. Orlem runs a hand through his sweaty hair, again and again. We all have to do it? I take my hand back from Gidget. A tiny river of blood runs past the bump in my wrist. The pearl-like bead at its head reminds me of a caterpillar. Well, we have to. It's the only way it'll work. A pause. I think... Stop staring at Ix's hands, Bucks. You're starting to scare me. Ix is leaning forward with her hand on her knees, seemingly entrapped by the red ribbon leaking down my arm. Gidget grabs a knife with me with a huff. You guys are so weird. I'll go next. Trust Gidget to do anything Ix says. Gidget whirls on Gainzo, knife trembling in her grip. Shut up! We agreed to come out here, didn't we? I'm not afraid of some stupid little cut. She brings her blade to her palm, pauses, squeezes her eyes shut, then slices. It's not as deep as mine, but it's the blood that matters. Tiny pinpricks bubble up with the shallow groove, almost like tiny chicken pox. See? She holds up her palm with a waggle of her fingers. Gainzo just smirks. Are those tears I see, milady? She ignores him. Come on, it's your turn! Orlem blanches. I can see the sweat gathering on his forehead. My turn. I... Gainzo grabs a knife from Gidget and saddles up to him. Here, I'll help you. You just stay right there. I can do it myself. Orlem scooches backwards so far he falls over, then snatches the knife from Gainzo's hand. His freckled His freckled cheeks puff out what be indignation or dread as he brings the tip of the knife to his palm. It takes forever. Again and again, Orlem tenses up as though he's trying to push out an especially large poo. But again and again he pulls away, tears bubbling up in his eyes. Finally, he pulls the blade across. That's it. A mosquito would do better than that. Get this blood right. That's all that matters. Orlem pushes his hand against Genzo's face. There is indeed a tiny spot of red. I cut him before things can veer off track once more. That should be fine. Thanks, Orlem. See? Orlem puffs up proudly. Gidget turns to Bucks, who's been watching the whole ordeal go down in rapt silence. It's your turn, Buxley. Do you think you can do it? Bucks bobs her head, and when Orlem gives her the knife, she gouges it straight into her palm. Her hand quickly turns red. Buxley! God almighty, she's a monster! The sight makes me go queasy. But Bucks, you don't need that much! Bucks just grins. It doesn't hurt! I'm honest! She holds her hand up and we all back away. I thought the ambience was IRL. It's the middle of the day for me. Or at least late morning. Genzo grabs a knife from her. Give me that thing before you... Oh, give me that thing before you kill yourself. Without a second thought, he swipes across his palm, forging a similar mote to mine. He eyes the growing trench curiously. The circle grows silent, each of us looking down at our sliced palms. That's everyone, then. My voice trembles. A moth flutters in front of the lantern. Genzo gnaws on his bottom lip. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but nothing's happening. Is there something else we need to do? Gidget asked, turning towards me. I can hear my heart beating in my ears. Everyone's eyes are on me. I don't. I swallow, but the saliva gets stuck in my throat. I glance back at the book. Then it comes to me. I guess maybe we need to hold hands? Hold hands? Honor's voice rises a good octave. Isn't that healthy? One of us has a disease. We already have you. What could be worse? I was going to get sick on them. It's fine. Although Gidget sounds unsure. I reach my hands out, one towards Bucks and one towards Gidget. There's a moment of uncertainty. Then both of them reciprocate. Bucks' hand is slimy and slick between my fingers, and I feel my stomach turn. Gidget, on the other hand, is warm and soft. Come on, guys. I know that the two opposite ends of the circle. Genzo groans. Orlem cringes. But they lace their fingers together all the same and reach out to Gidget and Bucks respectively. The silence returns. I think this was in the alpha, but I love the extra art. I love the extra CGs. Another moth floats to and fro in front of the lantern. A grasshopper preens itself atop an especially cool blade of grass. I spot an ant crawling across my bare knee, and I resist the urge to flick it away. Beautiful moon outside. Voices. Why is my Genzo so bad? Summoning time! Now in black magic, yeah. I mean, I don't think any healthy magic involves a blood sacrifice. Beautiful moon out here tonight. Genzo's gaze is pointed skyward. This isn't working. See, nothing's happening. Orlem seems 1 second away from jerking his hand away from Genzo's grip. I don't have an answer. I don't know. What else it could... This is boring! Buck sighs. The blood can't keep her entertained any longer, it seems. Am I allowed to go home now? Even Orlem is starting to seem more disinterested and anxious. I failed them. It's okay. It's not your fault. Gidget gives my hand a reassuring squeeze. It would have been cool if it were The sound of something heavy cuts her off, like a large stone sliding across a gravel surface. It's loud and grating, and for just a moment it feels like the ground is opening up in front of us, and the way the grinding, scratching moan makes our hearts thrum. It ends as abruptly as it started, as the forest grows silent. No more crickets, no more cicadas, no more fluttering moths. Even the very air is still. I realize my eyes are squeezed shut and crank them open, first to the right, then to the left. Everyone's looking at me. No, not at me. Past me. I twist backwards and see the base of the big old willow, the tallest tree in the forest, its trunk like a massive boulder covered in twisty, gnarled roots. Now with a very visible and very dark hole in its side. Across from me in the circle, Gainzo hisses between his teeth. Well, shit. Welcome to our Wonderland, baby! Random developed by Carrot. On characters on by Carrot. I think literally everything in this game is by Carrot, apart from like some Rempy plugins and the music. Yeah. Furry. Furry, furry. Oh god, I shrunk the game! I just went to hit F12 to screenshot. I shrunk the game. Is there any good things happen? Look at them! Made with Rempy. Yippee! It was found out like 2 weeks ago that well, I say found out, the developer admitted that he'd been using AI for 5 years. 20 years later. Gang. Oh. Hello. I have no idea how to pronounce your username. CastTuber. CastTuber. CastTuber? Hello from YouTube chat. You know, reminds me of anime OSTs. Yeah, it's What's up? What is going on with YouTube? I hover over the comment and it changes. CoStub. Okay, CoStub. Welcome in to our Wonderland. My goodness. Oh. There we go. Iggy! She has me before I have a chance to react. Goes for the legs. She always goes for the legs. One meaty hand wraps around my right thighs, another goes for my left. Then the shoulder takes my hips. At this point, escape is futile. Bucks rises to her full height, and I go with her, draped like a sack of potatoes with my ass in the air. Oh, isn't it my favourite? Bucks, you shouldn't be using words that long. Well, isn't it my favourite pragmatically challenged little nerd? Bucks laughs. The resulting convulsions practically make me seasick. What is this game about? It's about a magical land and the poor kids that went into it. Kidnapping. Kidnapping, yes. I feel like I haven't seen you in years. How the hell are you? Still doing that computer hacking stuff? You gotta show me how to do that sometime. Who in the Zord's got me on my case because the computer's doing some weird shit or whatever, but how else am I supposed to fix it, you know? Bucks is a literal ox. Beefy arms and necks, chest as wide as my aunt's old minivan. Even a laugh means business, big and hearty and bludgeoning up from her lungs like a firework of sound. I'm, great. Just great. I can feel the blood rushing to my head. My nose bumping against Bucks' back somehow, just above the waistline, and my glasses are threatening to slip off my ears. Bucks? I can't breathe. Oh, right, yeah. Bucks throws me back on the sidewalk. It takes a moment for the world to stop spinning. So, what? Can I get you a beer or something? I got the good stuff. Crashing that place just outside town. She claps her hands together. Let me get you one. She barely waits for a moment to acknowledge her question before clumping off towards the porch. I grab my stone messenger bag from the ground and follow with a hand up to tame my nest of curls. Bucks' house is nice. The nicest that any of us have managed, to be honest. It's a cozy, split-level, white-shuttered windows with a spacious porch wrapping all the way around to the backyard. The type you dream about once you're halfway through college and realise you have no idea what you're actually doing with your life. I follow Bucks around the porch now, dodging the fake terracotta pots and a few hanging plants along the way. The sound of TV drifts out from the screen door leading inside. I pause for just a moment to hang my messenger bag up on one of the railing posts and start for the steps. Heads up! I ran the corner just as Bucks tosses me a beer from the corner. I barely keep from dropping it straight onto the desk. The backyard is neat and trim and decorated for the occasion. Picnic table with multicolored plates and napkins, a few strings of red, white and blue flags draped across the flags, a trio of white and green striped lawn chairs, red, white and blue. That could only mean America. How good is it? Oh, in terms of visual novels, it is my favorite visual novel of all time. In terms of games, it is my second favorite game of all time. It's also literally free. Like, I'm playing the demo on Steam right now. It'll also be French. We passed France a few streams ago with True Scrapper. Well, I think we're good for France for a moment. Max even has her grill out, the air above warping in the heat. Warping? What the... Whatever. I pull my tab of beer and wander towards Bucks, who's grabbing a can of her own. So, what's new, Iggy World? What's new in Iggy World? Anything new and exciting? Foam bubbles down her chin as she takes an impatient sip. Can't say much has changed since last year's barbecue. To be honest, still have my apartment over in Brookside, doing mostly freelance. Had a contract gig for a few months in the spring for a little advertising shop in Dukan. Nice way to get me out of the house, but the commute was hell. I take a slug from my can. It goes down the wrong tube. Never take the intercity bus. I finish with a choked cough. I'll trust you on that. Bucks raised their can towards mine, and we cling them together in tinny symphony. No special friend to keep you company in that lonely apartment yet? I take another chug. Longer this time. No, not yet. We've really got to get you out more. Get you out of Lambrook. I'm telling you, there's nothing left here in this bright single centerfold like you. Hell, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a little monster. But raising a kid, you know, school district and all. Bucks wipes her mouth with the back of her arm and nods her head at what? I don't know. Gidget finally made a move. She's over at Dukan permanently now. No more scooting back and forth. Oh? I say leisurely. I helped her out a few months back moving her stuff. Surprised she didn't call you. Shit, I never got back to her about that. I guess she wanted someone with a little more brawn? Can't argue with that. Back slaps me on the back and nearly spit my beer out my mouth. Once I recover, I attempt to divert the conversation. What about you? Still delivering packages? Buck straightens up at this. No more door-to-door for me, just call me Shift Manager Buxley. Oh, congrats! Probably means more regular hours then, huh? I remember you used to pull some late nights driving the truck. That it does, which I'm sure helps with the mini tornado siren in the room next door. Fox gulps down the rest of her can and crushes it in her palm. How many people are on Twitch? Oh, it's a few people. I think I'm asking too much. It's cool. It's all good. Ask away. Half of streaming is like bouncing off of chat. She tosses it in the empty trash can lying in the grass and fishes through the corner for another. Oh, our first... Oh, there's a sound effect now? Ooh. I'm really easily pleased, apparently. Let's ask... Ooh. Let's ask about the baby. Speaking of, how's she doing? The baby, I mean. Actually, I feel a little awkward because I don't even know her name. Pax laughs almost nervously. Oh, little Sadie. She's doing, you know, great. Just great. She's, a handful. Gives her parents enough for you all hours of day and night. But, yeah, she's pretty cute and all. Got her mum's nose and her dad's, temperament. She claps her hands together. But hey, if babies ain't making you wish you never had them, they're not doing their jobs, am I right? I press my lips together. That is a perfect reaction sprite. Sure. I guess. Must be pretty tough. I'm gonna be honest. The moment I finish the stream, I'm ripping this game apart and I'm pulling the best Iggy sprites to use for Discord stickers. I'm sorry. What are your pronouns and age, if I ask? If you're comfortable. Pronouns are they, them, and my age, I am 28. Somehow, I'm approaching the age of this cast. I don't know how I feel about that. You don't know the half of it. I haven't had a decent night's sleep since the little fucker was born. Hell, I'll sell my soul for a few uninterrupted hours of sleep at this point. You guys thought of hiring any help? You don't look 1 year older than 20. I will say, IRL, I say my age and usually get a weird look. Like, what you can't be that old. It's weird. I'm not just saying that because, I look young, oh, it's so nice. It's weirding me out. I got offered a child's ticket on the bus at the age of 22 once. Which might be the crowning achievement. And ruin this blessed opportunity for connection? Who knew would kill me? I guess he has a point. Babies are pretty impressionable after all. You got that right. Impressing on their poor mother's nerves. The screen door creaks open, just before quickly slamming shut. We both turn towards the porch as Huna walks down the stairs, baby in tow. Well, speak of the devil, there's little firecracker herself. Bugs raises her beer. Hickey, it's so good to see you. It's been too long. It's the baby. Hina's long bangs are pulled back with metal hair clips. His eyes look tired. The baby's half hidden in a purple blanket, but I still see her tiny little nose peeking amongst the soft folds of baby goo. It's certainly has. Sorry for making myself so scarce. I guess I can lose track of myself in my work sometimes. I like your games, am I right? Fox elbows me in the ribs. I laugh, not at all awkwardly. Hit rap at the baby. No, that one character from like Fiona and Cake. I think it's literally the baby. Something, let's go, something. Fiona smiles and kisses the baby in his arms. It's not good for your health, you know. Get out and get some sunshine once in a while. I mean, as much as you can handle. I'll, try harder. I tend to shift the conversation away from me and my hermit-like tendencies. This little bundle of joy then, yeah? 3 months old of yesterday. I lean for a closer look. She's absolutely tiny. I can't help but think of a cluster of baby rabbits I'd found huddled in a giant plant my mum had found in the back patio when I was a kid. So completely helpless. I'm not gonna get into the baby drama that's happening in chat right now on Twitch. I ain't doing that. She stares back at me as though she'd never seen something strange in her entire 3 months of life. I don't blame her, to be honest. Hey there, little Sadie. Pretty big eyes you got there. I think you're gonna command the diamond like your mom when you get older. Hina shifts away if Sadie begins to fuss. I prefer she take up something that won't threaten every bone in their body on a daily basis. I had enough heart attacks every time Bugs played. I never broke any bones. Bugs beams as though this is a major accomplishment. And then stops to think. Though there was that one concussion. Explains a lot. I've heard no single song, I just know. The baby wash. Then you look back at what? Alright, both chats are now just dunking on the baby. What? Hina rolls his eyes. Yeah, and we're still waiting for you to get over it. Hey! Hina carries right along. At any rate, have you put the meat on yet, Bugs? The rest of your friends will be over soon, right? This snaps Bugs back to attention. Shit, you're right! Language, Bugsy. Sadie is not going to develop your perchment for vulgarities. Oh, come on. Let the girl live a little. March that mouth over to the grill and start the meat. Alright. Bugs wanders off towards the grill, crushing her can and tossing it atop the trash bag along the way. And I'll get the appetizer plates ready to go so you can have something in that tiny tummy of yours. I cock my head to my side. Sadie's old enough for solid food already? I was talking to you! Who are these characters? Bugs is one of the lovely protagonist's friends from childhood. The other guy is her husband. As well as their baby. That is pretty much all the information that we currently have at this time. Then shifts Sadie back to his other shoulder as he heads back inside. I stand there in silence, blinking. My gaze falls to the grass where the blades that have been under Huna's feet just a moment ago, struggling to right themselves. A bird also somewhere up in the trees. I pick up a hunk of something between my top left molars. Just about to wander over to the picnic table when the feeling of unease trickles down my spine. Almost as though someone's eyes are on my back. Hey, Iggy. Oh, for Christ's sake! You. By the time I twist backwards, Autumn's already gotten a good 5 inches closer than what's socially acceptable for casual conversation. Hey, Autumn! I didn't hear you. Sliver up. I take a step backward. Autumn takes a step forward. He looks like he hasn't slept in weeks. Long time no chew the fat. How fares the daily strife? I take an extra large slug of my beer. Oh, you know, same old, same old. You still writing code for top secret government espionage projects, Mr. Hack and Slash? If by top secret government espionage project you mean the new website for the recommends this and that, then yes, that's exactly what I've been doing. This is amusing him, and he laughs. Have you ever wondered what he considers this and what he considers that? I shift my weight from my left foot to my right, then back to my left. Surprisingly, the thought never crossed my mind. I've always been more of a that guy myself. Autumn shrugs. Do people get that close IRL? I hope not. I really hope not. Why have this when you can have that? Am I right? But you know me.
always on the superlative fringe of society.
The fringe is right. I glance back towards the house. Bugs is still at the grill. Hyunara is nowhere to be seen. I turn back. Somehow Autumn seems even closer. What about you? Still working at... Actually, I seriously have no clue what you're doing nowadays.
Alan and Alan. I do data entry in that branch in town.
The baby powder guys? I chew on my bottom lip. They look like they want to bum a smoke. People who don't rush do get that close. This really hours my Wonderland. What is going on in chat right now? What chat? Hello, hypnosis. This guy has a dedicated ending. I don't know how I feel about that.
Not just baby powder. We have all kinds of products for little squirmy little skin tags.
I should be all over that. You give her a discount?
No.
I blink. Autumn stares at me with that sting off-kilter smile. Then continues.
You want to know the secret ingredient in our powder? What gives skin that extra soft sheen?
I sucked my entire bottom lip into my mouth by this point. I'm not sure I want to know.
Dead skin scales from real babies.
Wait, so you played this game before? It's a remaster. Yeah, no, this is the first game I streamed. Like, friggin' 2 years ago. So, we are so back. My face curls. That's disgusting! That laugh again.
It's a joke.
I figured, but jeez, I prefer not to think about dead baby skin every time I walk by the baby aisle.
Why the hell I'm getting so engaging here yet?
Twitch chat says yummy, and for YouTube chat says not yummers.
So, any Mrs. Maxwell in the making tucked away in that man cave of yours?
I'm afraid not. Fraternizing hasn't exactly been the top priority in my life, I guess. My beer's almost gone. I squint as I look down into the opening.
I know someone who would be happy to hear that.
This brings my head up. What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
That smile again. That damn smile.
And everything.
Aren't you just weeding me out? As per my usual strategy, I decided to turn the conversation away from myself. Bit of a contradictions, eh? Throws them out the window. What about you? No misinformed member of the Pharisees climbing your steeple?
Oh, I have my flings.
Really? You? Autumn runs a hand through his saggy curl of bangs tracing inside of his forehead.
There's a girl at work who can't keep her hands off me. Insatiable, this one. A real dime, too. Says no man's ever satisfied her the way I do.
Now, see, I've been in the Our Wonderland community for a while, and one time I drew Autumn, and I drew one that I considered accurate and one that I considered closer to his sprite. And the one that's considered accurate, everyone called disgusting, and also I want him. So I don't know what to actually describe this character as. Huh? They probably imagine the girl. The type of shit the baby raps about. What? I really didn't need to know that.
But me, well, I'm looking for more than smoking hot time in the bedroom. If you catch my drift.
Oh, I'm catching it.
I need a woman who completes me emotionally, not just sexually. You know what I mean?
He's practically breathing down my neck now. His breath is hot as it dances on my skin. I didn't realize he'd gotten so close. Bro, you need to get out.
It's called horror, bro.
I want out of this conversation. I nod my head. 100%, my man.
He knew I could count on you to understand. You and me aren't so different, you know. Both brilliant intellectuals, both suave debonaires at the height of our prime. And unfortunately, both dreadfully misunderstood by our peers.
I'm not sure about the suave debonair part, but I feel you're being misunderstood. Then again, I probably need to have more peers before I can be misunderstood by them. Only one sec. Gonna, like, send that to everyone I know. I don't care if it showed that I just screenshot that. That's some Elysian vocabulary, swerve something, okay? You're not interested about the girl. Look, I just wanted the conversation to end as soon as possible. I'm sorry. This specific conversation.
You're funnier than I remember.
Must be the increasingly deep-rooted cynicism. The sound of footsteps on the porch catches my attention.
Aloha, mi amigos! Comment à la vue! I'm not trying that one again. The party has officially arrived!
This is quickly followed by the dull thud of cranium on thick terracotta.
God damn it! Planet pop right in my face.
I'll be clean, so. I finish up the last few drops of my beer and wander over to a trash bag to throw the can away. Orlon follows, quite obviously keeping me between himself and the porch. His smile is gone, and he's tugging anxiously at his rat tail. He looks like he's on something. He listens to the baby. The slow slide. I love how this is animated. It's small, but my god, it's brilliant. Oh gosh, Genzo, I'm so sorry. We just hung those up the other day. It completely slipped my mind. Hina pushes the screen door and steps outside. He quickly wipes the crumbles of dirt, decorating Genzo's shoulders.
Not to worry, dear sir. I've been told the dirt brings out a shit-colored hue in my eyes.
He pauses, turning in Hina's direction.
And what's this gurgle of innocent complacency I hear? Am I in the presence of Her Highness Princess Sadie? I should have worn my tie.
He straightens his collar. Hina laughs and shushes Shady to his other arm. Aren't you always a treat? Anyway, I've got some things to finish up inside. You can ignore them, are already out back. He tucks open the screen door and disappears back inside. Genzo continues the rest of the way to the porch, using his cane to avoid the railings and guide himself down the steps into the yard. He immediately spreads his arms.
Hey! Iggy! And I thought I smelled something coming out the block. Is that a new cologne, Orlum? Or do you just naturally smell like a horse's ass?
Orlum's eye twitches. Is that a new sprite?
Iggs, my man! Get over here! Feels like forever!
Genzo motions me over. This is what human sounds would look like. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just doing my sound. I'm just doing a more energetic Sans voice. I'm going to be honest. There is art of Genzo dressed as Sans, like from the creator. And this guy's definitely on something. He's on hope, I guess. I lean forward and as soon as my shoulder touches his, he pulls me into a side hug and he breaks my spine. Genzo's the same teddy bear as always. Short, big-boned, as he put it, and with a mouth that can run faster than he can. Also, as he puts it. Can I just say that I absolutely love Genzo's theme. I think my favourite songs in this game are Genzo and Gidget's themes. Yeah, I'm even given a familiar whiff of his ubiquitous orange knit cap as my face is mashed up on the top of his head. I've been a little off the grid. I manage.
Off the grid or off your rocker, am I right or am I right?
He presses a hand to my chest and nearly doubles over laughing. Maybe a little of both. I pull myself away. It's on all that hoping we got from Deltarune being announced. Wait. Listens to Tyler. You doing okay? How are things at the shop?
F to the I, my friend. I just got myself a deal with the impound, actually. They're gonna send me some busted up bikes no one's ever picked up. I'll see if I can't get them fixed and back on the market.
His face is beaming beneath the sunglasses. He's just happy.
More of a passion project, really, but feels good to breathe new life into those little tykes. Or should I say, trikes? Hey!
He pauses for a moment, then raises his head, nose twitching. Maiden, buy Deltarune now. I've been trying to get my save file sorted out for next week. Just you need to start soon. Time is running out.
Is that the pungent odor of freshly grilled carcinogens I smell?
Bugs turns away from the grill for the first time since our earlier conversation. Burger's coming right up. I hope everyone's hungry.
I can always count on you to fill my stomach, Buckleberry Finn.
Genzo rubs his hands together.
Which reminds me, Icky, Game Rex, you have?
I run a hand through my curls. I'm already eyeing the cooler and wondering if I should grab another beer. Actually, one game's been really sucking up my time. You get to control your own airship and there's these terrifying vortexes you have to go through. And don't get me started on the giant tornadoes. I finally give in and fish through for the ice for a can. Deltarune's coming in less and less tomorrow. They cannot run out of stock. I swear to God if Steam crashes again.
I've been playing a game on my phone called Candy Cudgel.
Autumn's shoulders are hunched as though it's a miracle he doesn't fall over. Genzo ignores him. To be fair, mobile gamer, he probably deserves it or something. Deltarune reference, something.
I played something along those lines a few weeks back. I'm telling you, something about sweeping skies and swashbuckling heroes, it just...
He brings his fist to his chest and shakes his head.
Gets me right here.
He glances in my direction. It's the sound of me popping my top of my beer.
I know I'll tell you this every time, but you should really develop one of your own. You got enough crazy kernels up in that noggin of yours to launch your own library.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. We in this house, in this house under this roof, we are Genzo fans. We are Genzo fans here. Ignore the way Olim's looking at him. We are Genzo fans. I raise my brows with a smirk. Only if you be my main character.
Now there's an idea that guarantees a blockbuster. The indomitable Captain Genzo sail across the high seas. No, set sail across the sky! That's it, I'm a sky pirate.
Sky pirate it is then.
Only don't make me one of the fake pirates that goes around helping people. If I'm doing this thing, I'm doing it all the way. Murder, battery, aggravated assault. I wanna own this shit. Hell, you could even go crazy and throw some tax fraud in there.
I want to be in the game too.
Fine, you can be the squab.
Why do you want me to develop something so bad?
I mean, it doesn't have to be a game. You could just go out and do something. Do something that let you get out there. That's what Gitch did.
He looks like he has multiple DUIs. The guy's walking with a stick and has sunglasses on. I don't think he's driving. Oh wow, that is quite the comment. Goddamn, Tricky, Toby, Radiation, don't call me Radiation, Jog Ever Fox. Deltarune might not be out of stock when I drive to the Deltarune store and buy one Deltarune. Autumn snickers at this.
We'll see how long that lasts. Last I heard, she could barely make rent.
Hey, at least the lady's trying, which is more than anyone can say about us lazy fuckers. Am I right or am I right?
Genzo prods an air elbow at my general direction with a snort. At this point, Bugs finally turns away from the grill, spatula in hand.
Burgers are ready! Get your hungry faces on!
Now that's what I'm talking about!
Genzo claps his hands together.
Single file line, people! Don't rush the grill, Meister!
I leave my beer on the table and take my place behind Genzo, who's already waiting impatiently by the grill. Bugs are giving burgers a final flip before tossing them one final time onto an oversized plate. She sets to the buns, cutting them somewhat erratically in half with a serrated knife, scattering crumbs all over the grass. I tap Genzo's shoulder gently and say somewhat hushed, "Oh, by the way, thanks." Genzo raises a brow.
For what?
Except it's so much louder than my own statement. I wince but continue all the same. You're the only one that hasn't asked if I have a girlfriend yet. Genzo just shrugs.
Hey, it's your life. You do you. Why should I care?
Another snicker from Orlan behind us.
Yeah, why would Genzo care about girls? Everyone knows he's...
Genzo whirls around so fast, his cane clocks Orlan across the upper thigh. Orlan yelps.
Whoops, didn't see you there, Orlam. Sorry, this thing's really got a mind of its own sometimes.
I open my mouth to say something, but Genzo's already turned back to the grill, his nose turned up at the meat and cheese concoction. Bucks is stacking atop the plate.
And now we feast.
Is Orlam a homophobia? No, I think he's just an asshole. Orlan whines and rubs his thigh. I catch a few muttered curse words, but he remains otherwise silent. The air between them feels electric, and not in a good way. Fortunately, the sound of hurried footsteps on the patio is enough to divert everyone's attention. I glance back just as Gidget appears from around the side of the house, her face flushed with sweat dotting her forehead. She brings her hand up to smooth the back of her hair, looks around, and smiles when she sees us. Sorry I'm late, guys. The traffic coming up the I-80 was a nightmare. Genzo perks up.
Now there's a sound for sore eyes.
Gidget smiles apologetically and starts over. Our eyes meet, but she looks away. I didn't miss too much, did I? Buck slaps the top bun down on the veggie-fortified burger stack.
Only these clowns gossiping like a bunch of schoolgirls. Food's just coming, off the grill now, so I'd say you're right on time.
Genzo pumps an arm as though putting a train whistle.
Then let's get this, a train of joking. Every second of food's not going straight in my belly is a crime against humanity.
Oh! Bot, kill it. Okay, it's gone, it's dead. Oh! I don't know how they keep getting through. Twitch, blocked them for a bit, but now they're just getting back through again. It's easy to forget about the things in the presence of friends. And despite the fact that my reclusive urges continuously tug at me to escape to the safe haven in my little apartment at Brookside, I have a good time. This only happens once a year. I can handle it. Besides, despite some of the less desirable quirks, these are the only friends I've got. So I clink cans. Aww. Love these photos. Gorge myself on burgers and chips and ice cream cake. Break up near arguments between Genzo and Orlan. Why is Iggy hitting the Why is Iggy hitting the freaking Shinji end of Evangelion about to lose his mind stare? I mean, I can relate. I have a once a year out outing, and then the rest of the time I'm just at home. I'm not that bad. I have to leave my home for work. It's fine. It's exactly that. Yeah. To be fair, these two look like you'd probably lose your mind having to break them up. Found Sadie on my knee. And generally act like a normal person who's not a complete and total mess of a human being. Dang. And once the sun sets and Bugs lights the mosquito lanterns, Hina takes Sadie back inside and we spent another hour reliving stories from high school. Why was Orlan looking at the camera? Oh no, Orlan can see us. Then even Bucks heads in, and there's just the four of us loitering around like Black Friday shoppers 6 hours before the store opens. Orlan's leaning against the porch railing, looking at the light-polluted sky. And Jod's there. Kenzo's seated on the porch steps, pressing a lighter to the cigarette between his lips. And Gidget? Well, Gidget's looking directly at me from the other side of the picnic. If we didn't have to shift every 5 years. Aww. When Ted started poking at one of the flag decorations adorning the nearby tree, she takes this as an invitation. She wanders over. Hey, Hugh. We got our hands folded in front of her, thumb pads kissing. Long time no see. You're not the first one to say that today, I say somewhat idiotically. What can I say? We miss you. Smiles. It's really nice to see you again. I spy a lightning bug flickering on and off near one of the lawn chairs. They'll be gone in a few weeks. Hibernating, I guess. Do lightning bugs hibernate? When I don't say anything, Gidget continues. I moved, you know? Yeah, that's what Bug said. Then comes the shame. Sorry, I was a bit of a no-show. She shakes her head. It's okay. You were busy, I'm sure. I'm not sure what else to say. So, how's, Dukan? There's probably a lot more going on down there, going on there than down here. Definitely not ominous piano. Yeah. It's definitely a lot. How should I put it? Livelier? She laughs. I think personally I prefer Ginzo and Gidget's themes, but I think all of them specifically has a mighty fine soundtrack. I don't like his theme as much, but the music associated with him is fantastic. The theme so far is quite good. Yeah, we haven't actually started yet. Like, I'm going to be honest, we're gonna have to, like... I don't even know if this stream's actually gonna get to the game yet. Well, not the game, but, like, the actual... Like, this is all prologue. We haven't even hit Act 1. Gidget's laugh always had this effervescence quality to it. I remember Autumn's comment from earlier. And you're doing fine, money-wise and all that? I'm working part-time as a waitress between gigs. It's enough to get by. And the gigs? Because that's the real question of the hour. Then the content warnings are very scared of how it turns into those things. Ah, it's fine. No way, it's free. Yeah, no, this entire game, the full release is free. The entire thing is free. Few beers, give her a beer. No, she doesn't deserve a beer. 5 beers should be given to her. No, she doesn't deserve beer. I'll have to play it then. I mean, free game. Another laugh, but slightly less bubbly. Well, they're starting to happen. I'm trying to get an agent. Been reaching out for a few places in Dukan since the occasional outreach on my own doesn't get me much, you know? Then again, I've never been all that great at marketing myself. An agent will, what, get you more photo ops? I'm not entirely sure myself. Basically, they'll be my marketing person, looking for shoes to suit me, get my name out there. She pushes a lock of hair behind her ear and lets her gaze fall. I scratch on my bare arm. It's growing chiller. The cicadas out here are out something awful too. I realised I should probably say something. Let's be encouraging. She should not have beer. Let's be encouraging. Then it's off to New York or Los Angeles or wherever it is famous models go. Gidget laughs. Just trying to get gigs in Dukan. There's pretty active modeling scene there, you know? If I can start getting some smaller gigs there, it'll give me a better chance of landing something bigger. But unless a shooting star suddenly grants me its luck, well, it's gonna take a while. I'm going to workshops and meetups where I can. They're a great place to network and keep my chops up. It's hard to fit them in when I had to wait tables just to make rent. I can imagine. One of those brown beetles only seems to buzz around the night, buzzes off my nose. I duck backwards and flick it away. Some things. I glare at it in the darkness. Gidget laughs. Pauses. Iggy? She takes a step forward. Iggy, Her phone buzzes in her pocket, loud. She must have it on a high setting. She seems to tense, then pulls it out and turns away. Her face goes bright in the light of the screen, but I can't make out the text. She's quiet as she reads it. I decide to crack a joke. Because I am an idiot. Ugh. I'm gonna be honest, every time I look at Gidget in this game, I feel like this weight in the bottom of my stomach, and it's not for the reason that you would presume given events that happen later in the demo. Obviously the bottom one, yeah. But I'll probably use it for the next stream, but I did draw some our Wonderland art. Of like all the characters for like hey, the remaster, and I had to like force myself to draw Gidget. I'm serious. I just have this gnawing feeling inside. But it's not for the reasons that you probably presume from events that happen in the demo. Who's that? Who's that? I ask with a grin. A new agent? Gidget's face goes dark. It's nothing. He laughs. It's obviously forced. It doesn't seem like something, like nothing. You've just gone weird. Sorry, I guess I've just been a little stressed lately. I felt like I really nailed this audition last week, but I just got an update about it, and I didn't even get a call back. Sorry, that sucks. It's fine. There'll be more, right? Of course, yeah! Plenty more. Plenty more. Hey, you okay? I'm fine, I just... Wait, here's Gidget quite bad with names. The person currently on screen right now. The looming cloud of not ominous dread. Again, it is not for the presumably obvious reason that we will learn later. I should go. I'm sorry. I'll talk to you soon. She walks off without another word, grabbing her bag from a picnic table and making a beeline for the porch. Gainzo looks up in confusion as she rushes by. Ah! Pity I can't do anything right. I shuffle my feet wordlessly in the grass and wander towards the stairs. Gainzo pushes himself to his feet at the sound of my approach, wagging his cigarette up and down between his teeth.
You left in a hurry. What happened?
I run a hand through my hair. Bad news.
Poor gal. She's really been trying, you know.
Maybe it's because she's too nice or innocent. No? I will say, it's something that is not in this demo at all. It's something it's a late... I'll put it this way. The idea of it is later than this demo goes. But, yeah, it's not directly tied to anything in this demo. Even though it probably should be. My goodness. I'm kidding. Or am I?
But life has a way of punching you in the face. Repeatedly. With a crowbar.
You think that she'll be okay? He purses his lips, taps cigarette ash off his chest, taps the ash off his cigarette.
She's strong enough to stand on her own 2 feet. If she's anything like me, she'll have a good cry tonight and feel better in the morning.
You cry?
Hey, I'm a sensitive soul. What can I say?
He then exhales. The smell of smoke curls itself up and into my nostrils. For some reason, this sparks my memory. Oh, hey, about earlier.
What? You spilled beer down your pants? Don't worry, we ain't kids anymore. No one thinks you pushed yourself. Except maybe all of them, but he doesn't count.
I laugh. The sound carries on to my next sentence. No, I mean, what Autumn said.
That joke you made about the dead baby skin cells? Yeah, so have my creepo dot too, but then again, what doesn't these days? Am I right or am I right?
I'm literally getting active notifications that the developer of this game is posting. He certainly is a Tyler Creator fan. It's one of thinking, yeah, I'm not gonna just elaborate on things that one aren't in the demo and two are future events. I'm just saying that I don't feel great when I see Gidget now. But that's not like her fault or anything. It's genuinely not even her fault. Or anyone else's, really. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Memory fuzzy. He rewards me with an elbow to the ribs. Okay, why does the cigarette look like it's being sucked into the black hole of Orlam's mouth? What? Let's just be weird and silent. That sounds like geeky. This almost makes me forget about the blood sacrifice and summoning they did as kids. Darn right. I squint, staring at his face, staring through his face.
We're having a staring contest now or what? Come on, Ix. Go home, you're tired. You have more human contact in the last few hours than you've had in the last month.
Fine, you're right. He drops another cigarette into the grass and stomps it down in his general vicinity.
Don't be such a stranger, though, you know? You can stop by the shop whenever. It'll be good to see more of you.
Yeah, I'll make an effort to go out more. This was nice. I reach a hand up towards his shoulder, pause, and finally give it a pat and start up the porch steps. Okay, is anyone else seeing, like, flashing or corrupted graphics? Because I think it's appearing in the streams. It usually doesn't. It's like how I forgot about a flower until the end of Undertale. I was all smiling and shit, and then it's like, where did the flower fit in all this? And then it actually also came there. Oh, god damn it. I will have to figure something out next stream, because I don't know why that's appearing. It usually doesn't appear in stream. It only appears in on my end, and I just deal with it. I mean, to be fair, I'd say that the blood sacrifice thing is a lot more relevant than Flowey suddenly hijacking stuff in Undertale. Autumn's perched on the railing at the top of some kind of vulture, lips pursed wide in his usual off-kilter smile.
Iggy Maxwell, what did you do?
Nothing!
That didn't look like nothing. She looked pretty upset.
I pressed my lips together. She got a text or something? I guess it wasn't good.
And you didn't console her? What a waste. I suppose it leaves it up to me to be her knight in shining armor.
Go for it. I roll my eyes, reach my messenger bag, still hanging on the post. It moves before my fingers reach it. The slightest twitch. Twitch, as in twitch.tv, where I'm streaming this right now. Almost as though someone brushed up against it. I pause. Squint. Tilt my head. Did you? I start and half turn towards Orlam.
Did I what?
He swings his legs back and... Wait, what? Orlam snickers and swings his legs back and forth towards the railing, beneath the railing. Did you see that?
You're gonna have to be more specific. I see a lot of things.
I shake my head. Whatever. I reach again, this time leaving my hand around the strap and tugging it off the post. Just a second, I swear I hear the faint sound of someone giggling. I need to go home, I'm starting to lose it. Alright, it's spoiling. No shout out to YouTube. If they say the word YouTube, I'll shout out to YouTube. This ain't freaking Scarlet Hollow where they just name drop YouTuber randomly multiple times. YouTuber. There's still something I have to do first. I've been growing and complaining right smack in the middle of my gut. I mean, look, the Onion. I just point out the banner for this game on Steam literally featured all the characters like covered in blood. Like it's not exactly. I'm not like saying blood will appear in our Wonderland Act 1. There's my Steam. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I had to donate all that blood. It'll be like V2 and Ultra Kill. Reconstruct what? I tug open the screen door and step inside, avoiding the moss flushing around my overhead light. I can just vaguely remember the way to Bucks's bathroom. I'm rushing to pee and washing my hands later, and I'm maneuvering back to the dark hallway in the perched door when Bucks's voice makes me jump. Oh, so that's the way it's gonna be, is it? I'm glad you make all the rules. It starts soft, somewhat harsh, but towards the end it's clear that she's losing control of the volume. Oh, because it's my idea to buy a brand new grill when we're having trouble making house payments. I'm not sure what kind of fantasy world you're living in, but grow up. They're coming from the other side of the door to the right. A single light is painting shadows across the floor underfoot. I stop. Chew on the inside of my cheek? I hope you like that terminology because it comes up a lot. Instantly feel guilty, but not enough to make me move. Fantasy world. In a fantasy world, I wouldn't be woken up every hour by the sound that makes me want to kill myself. Can we fucking give her something? Give her something? And just what are you implying? Oh, come on. The whiskey. Should pass right out. You are out of your fucking mind if you think I'm gonna let you feed my infant daughter whiskey. Oh, your infant daughter, is it? And what am I? The fucking surrogate? Might as well be for how much you seem to care about her. This was the first time you were around for dinner all week, and it was only because your friend were here. Who the fuck cares? It's not like she's gonna remember any of this. I care, Buxley. I'm not raising this baby myself. A pause. That sound effect scared me. Oh, no, you don't. You've already had plenty to drink tonight. Clearly not, because I still understand the words coming out of your mouth. Buxley Krills, do not walk out of this room while I'm talking to you. Footsteps. Getting closer. My heart leaps somewhere to the vicinity of my voice box, and I hook foot the Western away to the screen door, barely making it outside before I hear the door get inside shoved open. It takes a moment for my tension on my shoulders to release, and even then I can still hear my heart in my ears. It's very like anime, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, where the female MC dies in the first scene of the movie, and they show parts of the male MC in the development. This... Oh. Oh. Letting out a breath I hadn't realised I'd been holding, I glance up and see Orlum still on the railing with that smile on his face. It'll all to be scared of the dark, aren't we? Every syllable perfectly enunciated, like an identical gap between each. Oh. We're an hour and a half in. Welcome to Act 1. I'm awakened the next morning to the sound of Miss Dornish rolling her trash bin down the driveway. But there must be something stuck in one of the wheels, because with each rotation the bin lurches upwards and smacks heavily against the pavement. Roll, roll, smack. Roll, roll, smack. The wheels on the bin go round and round. Something hollow bounces on the concrete and the rolling stops. She picks whatever it is up, tosses it back inside the bin. Roll, roll, smack. Roll, roll, smack. I groan and turn towards the wall, but even I know the return to sleep is futile. I give myself another 5 minutes. Then push myself out of bed once she starts humming and scraping what seems to be a rake across the sidewalk. With the press of a button, I start the heavy percolations of my caffeine juice. Breakfast is the remaining dregs of my chocolate rice snappers, and once I'm adequately engorged with this sugary sustenance, I drag myself to the bathroom to clean myself up. I look awful. But then again, when don't I? I could finger around the corner of my mouth and pull my lip back to observe the damage to my back filling. It's definitely going to pop out soon, said the dentist. It, of course, has nothing to do with the fact that I never got my wisdom teeth out despite the constant recommendation. Who has time for that? I let my lip flop back into place and take my teeth with a toothbrush. Once the chocolate has vanished from my breath, I splash a little water on my face. Tap my cheeks to get the blood flowing. Ah, good, that came up. That hurt. And one's back to change my clothes, grab my coffee, and man my usual post at the desk. Dang, we're back in regular Iggy fit. The computer screen crackles to life, and I massage my temples. I wait for it to finish booting. Probably have a headache by the end of the day. I always do after a drink, and it doesn't help that I have to put an extra hour to make up for the work I didn't do yesterday. What do you mean, oh? Oh, Slave Princess. Slave Princess is Slave Princess and Scarlet Hollow are like fighting for second and third of my favourite VNs. Our Wonderland is just number one. It's just the best for me. Happy start to the day. Done right. Whatever. That's not me, but it... Did someone order Electro Swing? I snap my earphones over my ears, pull my knees over my chest, and pop up my text editor and get to work. Text editor. Surely it'd be a code editor. Wait. One sec. Where's it? Wait, what? What is this? Oh, credits. I'm trying to find the controls. Don't exist anymore. I just wanted to point out the color scheme of the mouse pad, okay? 3 cups of coffee, 1 granola bar, and 2 readjustments of my legs later, and I've reached the groove. I nod my head to the music as my fingers dance sporadic ribbons across the keys. As I focus, I don't notice my phone buzzing until it's about to switch over to voicemail. The green phone icon catches my eye and instinctively snap my hand towards it. Only for the tips of my knuckles to graze the handle of my coffee cup, sending it to the last few sips of cold coffee towards the carpet. Every nerve of my body reacts at once. I leap from my chair to grab it. No one can see me, but I am dancing! I need to jerk my headphone cord out of its jacket in the process and probably blast the dance-worthy beats of my electro swing throughout the entire apartment. This about sends my heart into overdrive, and with a panic twist I reach back for who knows what at this point. But my flying hands hit the back of the chair and my feet pretzel beneath me and we go for down. My head hits the solid carpet as my phone gives the last zealous buzz, vibrating itself off the desk and onto my chest. I pick it up just as it beeps to tell me I have a new message. For fuck's sake! I've had 3 heart attacks into giving a damn at this point, but the caller ID said it's from Huna, and given that I don't think he's ever called me before, I know it must be important. Okay, we're all good. Hopefully it's not the IRS. Hellswing hell yeah. Hellswing? Electro swing, hell yeah. I click the music off with a jab of the redial button, balancing the phone between my ear and shoulder as I set to blotting the carpet with paper towel wads. The phone rings twice, then connects. Hey, sorry I missed your call. What's up? The paper towel is soaked by this point, but the sound that comes from the receiver isn't what I expected. Sobs, harried sniffles, a cough. You know, he's crying. Iggy. A pause in my carpet cleaning miscreants. Hey, Una, what's wrong? It's Bugs. She's gone. I don't know where or what. What happened? I woke up this morning and she was gone. There's nothing. This starts a fresh wave of sobs. She took Sadie. Both of them. They're just gone. I've called and I've called and I've called. I suddenly fall back onto my rear end, forgetting about the coffee. Are you sure she didn't say anything last night? Or what about an appointment? Anything in the calendar? Maybe you just forgot. Yuna's voice shakes. There's nothing. I would have known. And besides, the car's still in the garage. He pauses. I can hear him swallow. I'm scared. You haven't heard from her, have you? Did she say anything last night? Anything strange? I ran a hand through my hair. I haven't heard anything from her since last night. She seemed normal, I guess. I don't know. Nothing stood out to me. Except for the fight, but what would be the point in mentioning that? Oh, that amazing beats for this small part, damn. Yeah, damn. Plays so loud, it's so good. Anyone can tell me who's who. Okay, so... But, wait. Might have a... Okay. This is Iggy the protagonist. Wait, oh, who doesn't have a profile? This is Bugs. Yeah, this character's gone missing. Bugs have gone missing. And Hunar was the guy with the baby. Who's, Bugs' husband. White hair, sans, asshole, blonde, strong, black hair. Replace asshole with creeper, and I'd say you're correct. I've already reached out to everyone else. No one's heard from her. He sniffs. It's been hours now. I don't know what to do. But I keep trying her. It's probably just, you know, Bugs. She probably just forgot to tell you about something. Or hey, maybe she wanted to surprise you. Or I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for it. Another sniff. The line's quiet for a moment. Black hair is Huna, who we're talking to. Then, soft as a whisper. Yeah. It'll be fine, okay? Just keep trying her. Yeah. The line goes dead. I blink. Huna? But there's no response. He must have hung up. I hold my phone out as though it might contain some sort of answer, but my only reward is the colourful laser light show that's my default wallpaper I never changed. Damn it, Bucks. I sigh and toss the phone back onto the desk and step back the waterlogged carpet. Even back in high school, Bucks had been known to throw temper tantrums, but so as long as he wouldn't surprise me as that's what's going on right now. But she's a fucking adult! When Hunot said last night is true, she needs to grow up. I look down at the stain on my carpet, at the messy dark, at the laundry stone on the floor, at my bowl on the counter, and the messy cereal remnants still stuck to the inside. Alright, so I'm not the perfect example of adulthood. But at least the only victim is myself. Bugs has people that depend on her, that need her. I carried the soggy paper onto the trash can and dropped them on top of yesterday's empty fruit snack box. Coffee dribbles across the mouths of sharks decorating its front like blood of their latest kill. Not about to let this incident distract me from my work any longer. I migrate back to the desk and snap my headphones back into place. There's still work to do. With one last glance at my silent phone, I give my cheeks a slap and dive into the function I've been working 3/4 of the way through finishing. Time to focus. I will say one annoying thing about the Wonderland stuff is that despite the fact that Hunar is like a major character, there is like not that much art of him. Unfortunately. I should probably draw some. If I can make myself draw a fake gameplay clip with all of them, I can draw Huna. And yeah, I made a fake gameplay clip of Our Wonderland for was it a month-long Our Wonderland thing, and that was the crowning jewel. That was day 30, and it was one of the worst things I've ever worked on. Don't use Kdenlive if you need to like edit blocks of text. And the clip is available on my main YouTube channel at youtube.com. I think it's youtube.com/@colorprinter. Slash not VODs. I don't need the VODs channel. I'm already on the VODs channel. Yeah. youtube.com/@colorprinter. I made it over a year ago. What are you talking about? I don't hear anything else from Huna for the rest of the day. To be honest, I kind of forgot about him and Bucks. Spend a few more hours of the day and get hungry, order myself a beer and broccoli from a little Chinese place a few blocks over. Get distracted watching videos online, working a bit more, decide that's enough for the day and hack away at the game for an hour or three. And by that time, my eyes are starting to droop, which means time to retreat to bed, repeat my morning cleansing routine, and read for a while under the comfort of my covers. I don't think about Huna and Bugs again until I turn off my bedside lamp. By that point, I'm so tired it isn't more than a passing thought as I bury my head in my pillow. I'm sure it's fine. Yes, the YouTube shout out, as foretold. Darn right. Y'all look great on the YouTube chat. I'll call tomorrow. I dreamed that night. I'm in the woods and someone's calling me. I chase after the voice in the darkness, but every time I think I'm getting close, it comes from a different direction. I run faster, the branches whipping my face and roots underneath, threatening me to send me tumbling into the dark. I run and I run and I run. Run until I can't breathe and fall to my knees. The darkness is closing in. I feel something on the back of my neck. Only this time it's the voice of a child. Please, kill me, Iggy. I gasped and sat up, only now I'm back in my bed and the sun reflecting off the window straight in my eyes. I groaned, my heart still thudding away inside my chest. I waited a few minutes for my sense of reality to return before shaking my head and climbing out of bed. It's late, far later than I usually wake up. And as I'm taking my first sip of coffee, I remember Huna. Nice voice acting, Lamau. Not much Lamau at the end. Oh no, sorry, maiden. I forgot the path in the woods. Worry bubbles up somewhere around my diaphragm. I should call. His number's still the last one on my recent call, so I take a second before the phone ringing, but cuts to voicemail after the fifth ring. Damn. I gnaw at the inside of my cheek. I think if you make a game of people biting the insides of their cheeks in this game, you would die. The bubbles of worry is starting to turn into a froth. Maybe I try someone else? I put up my contacts. Who should I call? Alright, well, we have our first... I'd say this is like our first choice, but I don't think this really means much. But, hey, chat, I'll leave it up to you, chat. Who do you want? Autumn the Creeper, Gidget the girl, or
Genzo, hey!
Alright, Gidget.
Or Gento!
Dance Undertale. I made Our Wonderland and Undertale crossover art, and if I remember correctly, I can't remember why I did this, but Autumn was undying. To be fair, if someone calls you when someone's missing, you have an untold responsibility to go find them with them. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, to be fair, he did try calling. Who's the husband? The husband's Huna, which is presumed missing, I guess. I guess we're gonna go with Sans Undertale. Or the creepy girl, no. Oh no, we got a split vote. Okay, we'll call on him. I've never called on him on my first act. Oh no. He's not usually my first choice, but maybe he knows something. He does seem to know everything about everyone. Press the button next to Autumn's name and bring the phone to my ears. 1 ring, 2 rings. I frowns it starts on its 3rd ring. When he finally cuts a voicemail, I drop the end call with a frustrated slap of my thumb. Where is everyone? I bring my contacts back up. Now. Really? I thought that every call would have an option. Okay, I guess we'll call Sans Undertale then. That was the second most. Please let him answer. I need someone to answer. He answers on the 3rd ring. Thank fucking God.
Eggs, isn't this a rare treat? You calling me? What can I do for you, my sip from another crib?
Did Tuna call you? The line goes quiet. God damn, it went so quiet his theme went away. Then finally...
He did, yeah.
Bugs is still gone, isn't she?
He said he was gonna get the cops involved if she wasn't back by this morning.
What the fuck is wrong with her, Gain? Why would she just leave like that to take the kid? I can always see Gainzo wincing on the other end.
Things haven't exactly been great for them for a while.
A pause.
This isn't the first time something like this has happened either.
What? But they... I bring my hand to my forehead, fingers forging dents in the skin. I need to sit down. I took one of the saws out from under the kitchen counter and slumped down. Why haven't I heard about this?
Well, you haven't exactly been around.
This gives me pause. As much as I hate to admit it, it's true. I rub my tongue against the back of my top teeth. How long has this been going on?
Honestly, I was already noticing things not long after the wedding, but they've been getting worse recently. I suppose it's because of the baby.
Let's go? Sometimes you break the sound barrier. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I'm voicing Ginzo, I'm gonna be loud. And if I'm voicing Iggy, I'm probably gonna be quite quiet and then Iggy starts shouting. I rest my elbows on the counter, hand going to my hair. For God's sake. The wedding. I remember the wedding. All too well, actually. You up? Backing they flash. I can't do it, Iggy. I just can't. What do you mean you just can't? You love him, don't you? Yes, of course. I mean, I think I do, but it's like, is this what I want? What if it isn't? My parents were the ones pushing me to get married. Sin against Jesus and all that if I don't, you know? But fuck, I don't think I've ever been this scared before. I found Bugs hiding in one of the stalls in the bathroom. They thought it'd be hilarious if Bugs wore a suit and Huna wore a dress. Reminded me of their first school dance or something. Not that I would know, I never went to any of the dances. But anyway, she'd been wearing this classy suit, decked to the nines, hair slicked back. Though when I found her, it's been a different story. Bow tie wrestled loose, button popped, collar mussed. And her knee had been bouncing like a fucking grasshopper. Wrong voice? Okay, the box voice is kind of shaky, I'm sorry. Black-headed in the dress right now, downright. But you already said yes, and now everyone's families are waiting out there. Waiting for you. You know what it would do to him? Buxton wipes at her forehead. What if I'm not the woman he thinks I am? What if I'm not cut out for this? I mean, you know me, I'm not fucking wife material. I'm a free spirit. From my eyes. Free spirit, my butt Bugs. He's talked about wanting a family since high school. Because that's what I thought I wanted. Because that's what my parents always told me I had to do. But maybe that's not really who I am. What if I end up breaking his heart? He'll break his heart if you don't go out there and say I do, Bugs. God, the way he lights up whenever he's looking at you. You're his whole world. I've been since high school. And all of us, we all know it. I'm a little jealous too, to be honest. I mean, how often do you find someone that loves you that much? Yeah. I guess. Max stands up, walks towards the mirror. I see beads of sweat all across her neck. Luna needs you, Bugs. And you need him. If you don't go out there today, you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life. Yeah, you're right. She brings her hand to her head. You're right. Then to her collar. I just got a little claustrophobic earlier. She gestured to the loose ends of her bow tie. Now it's all fucked. She starts tugging at her collar, messing at the already wrinkled fabric even more. Hey! Stop it. I grab her hands. Don't worry, I cut it. I smooth over her collar, get to work on the time. Thanks, Iggy. Hey, what are friends for, huh? Bit uncaring, Iggy. Didn't address her concerns, dance around it. Yeah.
X, you there?
The voice on the receiver snaps me out of it, and I jerk away from the countertop. Sorry, just thinking. An uneasy feeling of guilt is playing at cat's cradle with my ribs. God, why could I have noticed something sooner?
Hey, wouldn't have helped any. Trust me. Besides, we all need our space. Don't beat yourself up over it.
Is there anything we can do to help now?
I've already tried calling Bucks myself, but I had the same luck as Huna. Guess she'll be back soon. He's never been gone more than a day or so. She'll call off and come back, and we'll put this all behind us. Now, at least.
Yeah.
Sans, why are you at soup?
Man, I hope we see Papyrus in Delta in Chapter 5. Because then I can do my one of, like, the 5 million Skeletor Papyrus voices. So she's been gone for a day multiple times previously. Seems like it, yeah. I mean, she did say she was a free spirit, but... Jeez. The line goes quiet. I imagine Gain's on the other side. What is he doing now? Is he at his shop? Home? Has he been worrying about Hunar and Bucks this whole time while I've been working and playing and sleeping like a shit friend I am? I rub my eyes. Anyway, I should get back to work. Let me know if you hear anything.
Will do.
Pause.
Random, but you didn't have trouble sleeping last night, did you?
Why'd you ask?
Had some weird dreams is all. Can't shake 'em. Anyway, whatever. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. Later. I put the phone down on the counter with a sigh and curl my fingers into my hair. My insides feel like a twisted knot. I stare at the streak of oil my cheek left behind on the phone screen until my vision blurs. I try to focus. I concentrate on my work. When that fails, I switch over to my game, but that can't distract my thoughts enough to assuage the gungle of unease, turning my bowels into a butterfly sanctuary. Dinner eludes me as well, my appetite only coming in short bursts that see me reaching for half-eaten snacks in my pantry. I didn't hear from Huna for the rest of the day, nor Bucks, nor Gainzo, nor anyone else for that matter. Normal serenity of solitude has morphed into a feeling of anxious isolation. I feel myself reaching more than once towards my phone to ensure I haven't missed a call or text. Night falls, along with my motivation. I'm past the point of even trying to divert my attention. I sit at the window and watch Mrs. Dornish make her third stop to the mailbox that day, then retreat to my bed. Figuring I'll play some music and try and relax, get an early night's sleep. Tomorrow I should have some answers. Even my normal beats only serve to make my nerves dance in different patterns. No, why are they not helping Huna? I mean, I'm not sure what Gainzo's up to right now. Iggy, yeah. And as far as we know, Orlum, the creepy guy, is just disappeared off the face of the earth. And to be fair, so is Hunar, apparently. I cover my head with my pillow, lie with my feet on the head of the bed, move to the floor, move to the chair in the living room. Maybe I should take a walk. Somehow the cool night air sounds tempting. The apartment feels absolutely stifling all of a sudden. I grab my keys and shoes and step outside, the breeze playing with my curls as I start down the sidewalk. My steps are disguised by the hum of cicadas. Lightning bugs dance across the yards and my moths flutter around the streetlights. Each new sweep of the breeze sends the tree leaves into quivering staccato, like hushed whispers, haunting me with their secrets. You can tell these words I haven't said many times in my life. Almost probably sleeping in a dumpster somewhere. I've been gone multiple times, but still. Don't you do my... Well, to be fair, Hunar said that he'd involve the cops, so... I guess it's kind of out of our hands at this point. I pass from one street to the next, leaving Brookside behind. Past a little downtown and towards the development to the north. We have houses here, close to my folks' old house, just south of the outcropping of the woods that somehow hasn't been built over after all these years. My palm tingles. A pinprick-like scratching that jumps from one nerve ending to the next and makes my fingers twitch. .tv. I curl my arms around my chest in an effort to dull the growing spark. Why did I walk all the way out here? A quick flap around the block would have sufficed, but no, I had to come here. Stop in the middle of the sidewalk. There's a gap between houses, an empty lot of grass troughs and dandelions. My gaze goes towards the shadow, the woods beyond. It's quiet still, there aren't even any lightning bugs anymore. My feet turn towards the lot, and before I can stop them, I'm soon tromping across the uneven track. I stop at the threshold between light and dark. One hand up to trace the bark of the nearest tree. Darn, I hope it doesn't get darker yet darker. What am I doing? My whole arm is throbbing now, as though 1,000 tiny insects are biting and jabbing and gnawing at the skin. I glance back at the lot and the sidewalk and the streetlights in the distance, at the neighbouring houses and their darkened windows. Then return my gaze to the shadow between the trees, the lightning wisp of the wind curling at my ankles and trusting the leaves underfoot. Like the shadows don't start cutting deeper. I take a step forward. Branch snaps no more than a few feet away. My heart leaps into my throat and I throw my arms up with a squawk. Who's there?
Gripes in a handbag, you're about to scare the bejesus out of me.
A pause.
Wait, Ix, is that you?
I lower my arms, squint through the shadow moves away from a nearby tree. What are you doing out here?
Could ask you the same thing.
I scratch the back of my neck, all of a sudden feeling terribly awkward. Was just taking a walk.
Same.
Couldn't sleep? We grow quiet. I wonder if Gazer had the same urge to get out of the house I did. Down the vocabulary. So, my heart is finally starting to calm.
Yeah?
You were, going there, were you?
I guess. I mean, I wasn't really thinking about it.
Me neither. A pause. You don't think...
I don't know. Guess we won't know if we don't check.
Yeah. An owl hoots from somewhere in the darkness. Ooh. Let's go then? Dang, maybe the baby was in us all along.
Either way.
I throw a final glance at the black void between the trees and step inside. You're on a path in the woods. At the end of that path... yeah, it instantly cools. It's a damp chill, the kind that sticks to your skin and weighs down your chest. I press forward through the scattered brush, using my hands to keep from walking face first into a tree. I hear Genzo's cane whipping through the grass and snapping against the bark behind me. Eerie the way my body remembers which direction to go, even after this long, even in this pitch-black nothingness. Though perhaps it's not memory at all. Memory wouldn't tug at my arm. Memory wouldn't tweak the direction my toes go with every step, leading me further and further into a spongy blackness where all I can hear is my own heartbeat echoing off my ribcage. I reach forward, seeking out the bark of the next tree. Only this time, when my fingers touch the jagged edges, it sends a spark all the way up my spine, all the way up my arm and to the back of my throat. I stop. Ginzo's cane whaps against my ankle, and he stops too.
We here?
Yeah. I answer before I have the chance to check, because I know. How could I not? I don't remember this CG, but I'm going to be honest. If this one's new, oh. So well made. Yeah, no, this VN is disturbingly well done. And the thing is, I've seen people try and throw money at the developer, and they're like, nah. Like, what do you mean, nah? It's amazing. Yeah, no, it's so good. The biggest tree in the forest. Its base like a giant boulder, choked with winding roots. I let my fingers trace across the surface as I circle around, careful not to trip on the gnarled outgrowths. Halfway around, my hands hit air. I come to a halt. The familiar edges are there, the rounded gap in the side, the hollow echo of stagnant air, the far-off scent of something sweet. It's open. I take a step back and hear Ginzo approach.
Jesus.
My whole body is cracking with energy now. Even the breeze seems to have shifted, everything moving towards the hole in the side of the tree.
When was the last time?
Ginzo's voice is a whisper. I don't know. I don't remember. Only I do remember. I'd been 16 and gotten in another stupid fight with my parents and run out to the house, run to the woods. I cut my hand again and again until the blood ran rivers down my arm, but no matter how much I cried, how much I begged, the door had remained shut. It had already closed for me. But now it's open. Open again. And waiting. You see the passion oozing out. Oh yes, oh yes. I lost. How'd they manage to get back here? Wandering in the woods aimlessly. Just genuinely, that's just, they just wandered in the woods aimlessly and just ended up here. Waiting for us? I throw a glance at Ginzo. I can just make him out through the darkness. He's got a hand curled up under his hat, nails scratching at his scalp.
Some part of me always thought it was a dream, you know?
Not softly.
Like, you know how you always look back at the good old days, wishing you could go back to simpler times? Actually, those times suck just as much as they do now. Something my brain made up to torture the current me.
Probably didn't help that we never talked about it after it closed, the elephant in the room and all that. Until we forgot to even forget. By then you don't want to be the one to bring it up in case someone says you're crazy. The hole staring at us. Somehow even darker and more inkier than the surrounding shadow. A void within a void. Free games though. Sometimes the old times are just as bad. Yeah, I'm trying to hold myself back from making Deltarune jokes. It was real. All of it. I finally whisper.
Jesus.
Ginzo says again. For just a moment, I'm back in that circle. Back in my lap, Ginzo, Gidget, Ornum, and Bugs all staring at me. Wonderland had welcomed us. A world just for us. Where all our dreams could come true. But we're no longer kids. I lick my lips, scratch my arm. Something feels wrong. Should we go in? My voice hitches. My vocal cords have reverted back to their prepubescent days.
Somehow I feel like we don't have much choice.
I move forward towards the hole, propping a squat amongst the weeds. There's that scent again. Soft, sweet, like the tempting aroma of a candy store. It curls up in my nostrils. I grab the rounded edges and peek inside, leaning forward on my toes.
Are you sure it's not just some possum hole? Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Ginzo from behind. I can't tell if he's joking. I turn my head to look back, but whack my forehead on the top edge and lose my balance. I land with a bruise-inducing thud on my shins and let out a string of 4-letter words. For just a moment, I'm teeter-totter swaying back and forth at the bottom edge. And then my forward weight wins, I tilt further, and topple straight into the hole. The darkness swallows me. Wait, what happened? Iggy smacked his head on the top of the open hole and lost his balance and fell in. The hole in the tree. I'm falling. Wind whips at my hair, my shirt, summoning water to my eyes. My stomach feels like it's been sucked up straight into my bowels. On and on and on and on. Complete nothingness surrounding me. Consuming me. At some point I go completely weightless. Am I still falling? I can't tell. My arms are just pieces of floppy spaghetti undulating in invisible waves. My heart is the meatball. And my feet... Are my feet still there? There's a strange tingly vacuum where my legs should be. Maybe I'm dead. Maybe that really was a possum hole and I just fell smack in the bottom, hit my head, and now I'm in a coma. Dang, coma theory. Something presses against my chest. I freak out for a minute until I realize it's my own hand. I'm falling. I'm suspended. I'm floating. I'm everything all at once. I open my eyes. Or do I close them? The world around me is dark as one of the insides of my eyelids. What do you want, Iggy? What do I want? What do you wish for more than anything else in the whole world? I don't know. How am I supposed to answer that? I don't know what I want. I don't want anything. My fingers are starting to tingle. First tiny nibbles of numbness, then building into incessant zaps of electricity. Up, up, up they go. My arms they go, gnawing and growing into my chest, into my stomach, shooting down my legs. And loud, so loud I can't hear, I can't think. Just when I think I can't take it anymore. Everything goes dark, and you die. Nah, just kidding. My mind goes blank. Rub the shit fire. You couldn't find your hand. Voice like limbic system for Elysium. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Iggy.
There's something soft below me. A fairy warmth curled up and nestled against my back like an oversized lumber pillow.
Iggy.
I'm not in bed, am I? I don't remember my bed being quite this soft or lumpy. I move my lips against each other with growing displeasure and try and turn over before trends of consciousness can fully claim me.
For fuck's sake, Iggy, you're gonna get yourself buried in there.
My eyes snap open. Teddy bear jump scare. This isn't my bed. This isn't my room. And these certainly aren't my stuffed animals. My hundreds of thousands of stuffed animals. Time to work in this shit factory. Well, plushes. Darn right, plushes. Oh, there are furry masks! No, we'll get to the furries later. Quieten has overtaken the entire corner of the room, almost like someone spilled a gigantic box of them through a hole in the roof. A very, very high hole in the roof. I stare up at the same hole now, dark and endless and leading to who knows how many miles back up to the circular gap in the tree I'm only now just remembering falling through. I blink in silence until an orange-capped head overtakes my view. Why are you so cat?
You finally awake there, Sleeping Beauty?
Gainzo. I think this one's this CG. I think this image of Gainzo is definitely new. Gainzo, the hole. We fell through the hole. My Jack's Fussy is in transit. She's almost home. Yes, nice, maiden, yes. Fuck you mean later? I said later.
Very good, Iggy. We did fall through a hole.
Genzo takes my hand, though, and trying to gesture up at the ceiling in dazed confusion. He pulls me to my feet.
And now we're at the bottom of that hole, because that's what happens when you fall down a hole.
I pat my head, my cheeks, my waist, the sides of my legs. And we really? My gaze wanders to the rest of the room, the warm grain of the hardwood floor, the rounded windows. Okay, look, I will forever comment that no, those windows are not round. What are you talking about? There's a crackling fire with a nearby stove, the kettle already on the boiler. I'm in the middle of the room stands a small table with 5 smaller chairs, half-eaten cookies, cakes and sweets littered with checkered cloth. We really? Genzo whistled between his teeth.
We really.
Cal snaps me out of my wonderment, and I turn back to Genzo, whose index finger is currently massaging his lower lip. I only realise at this moment that he's not wearing his sunglasses. Genzo, where? I stop, because Genzo has turned to look at me. Actually, at me. Something that hasn't happened in years. My eyes go so wide, it's a miracle they don't pop out of my skull. Edging the title card. Don't say it like that. Maybe I'll pop the windows. Yeah, maybe. Genzo, you.
Yeah.
Fuck, you.
You asked me what I wanted. I wasn't gonna lie.
I know at my top lip, I can't stop staring. A twinge of guilt right somewhere in my diaphragm. The same twinge I'd selfishly tried to bury deep in the recesses of my chest long ago. Genzo scowls and jerks his head away.
Would you fucking stop that? Not like it's permanent.
Yeah, but still. You mean you're not even at all?
Oh yeah, I have my obligatory weepy moment. Stare at you all awkward like while you slept appropriately heartfelt music played in the background. Someone should have put that video on YouTube.
Shoutouts to YouTube, chat.
Would have gone viral. But fuck that, I ain't gonna let myself get separated from reality. And I sure as hell ain't staying down here any longer than we need to. This is wrong, all of it. We're not supposed to be here.
I finally pull my gaze away, attention retained to our quaint surroundings. And the nostalgic smell of spice curling up my nasal cavity. I can't argue with that. Somehow I don't know, it's like looking behind the curtains at something I'm not supposed to see. Close my eyes and just for a moment, the empty table in front of me is full. All 5 of us sitting there, gorging ourselves on cookies and sweets. Chubby fingers reaching for fistful of cake, laughing about the wishes we made that day, everything from a new puppy to a spaceship to sail around the moon. I can remember the one time I wished to talk to animals. That had been a treat. Shout out to Maiden for Scarlet Hollow comment that I could make. YouTube. Alright, YouTube. Talk to animals. Now, however, the laughter is gone, and all that's left are the deserted crumbles of childish innocence spilt in unreadable patterns across the floor.
I will say though, Riggs, you turned out exactly how I pictured it in my mind.
Genzo puts his hand on his hips. Like an idiot, I let the frothies of sentiment soften my rigid creases of my heart. Oh? How's that?
Like a loser.
You fucker! I jump at him before I can stop myself, hands grabbing the collars of his jacket. He laughs. Then just as quickly as I come rushing over, he throws me down and pins me on the floor. My head rings from the impact.
Damn, I haven't been able to do that in a while.
Genzo grins from ear to ear. I push fruitlessly against his shoulders until he rolls off with a laugh.
Oh, hey, Mr. Funny Pants.
I tail with a grunt and toss a glance at Genzo's discovery. He's holding a stuffed purple elephant with buttons for eyes and a pair of yellow striped pants. His trunk sags to one side like a limp. Well, one can horribly guess until Genzo gives it a flick and sends it to the other side.
He was always my favorite.
You had a lot of favourites, if I remember correctly. I think animals won't have much to say. Pretty dumb, to be fair. Onion, you have to understand. Scarlet Hollow makes talking to animals very interesting. Shout outs to my goat. I'm kidding. I'm Maiden. Before you get mad at me, no. Dustin, of course, Dustin. Okay, so fun fact: there is like I guess more than one game in this from Carrot where Gato can pin Iggy down. I didn't realize. I forgot about that scene. And I'm going to talk about the other time because I'm going to be honest. I feel embarrassed about the comments I made. You had a lot of favorites, if I remember correctly.
What can I say? I have a lot to give. A lot of love to give.
I pushed myself back to my feet, wiping the dust off my pants. We should look for Bugs.
You really think she's here?
Kenzo places Mr. Funny Pants. Sorry, Mr. Fanny Pants carefully atop one of the chairs. No? Yes? I don't know. Not that it makes any sense, but clearly something was calling us here. Otherwise the door wouldn't have been open.
You think it called all of us then?
This gives me pause. I think of Gidget, all of them. Kenzo and I both came. If Bugs is indeed already here. My gaze wanders to the window and the world beyond. My lips part. Before any words can form, the sound of footsteps interrupts my thoughts. Wait, folks. Sorry, Onion. We're talking about Scarlet Hollow. So in Scarlet Hollow, you can talk to animals as one of the optional abilities, and two of the animals you can talk to are the goat, literally just called Goat, and Dustin the opossum. Who Dustin's a real one. Alright, I'm gonna have to call it because unfortunately I have to run, but this has been absolutely wonderful. I hope you have had as much of a good time as I've been having. I talked to Kanye West. What? Did I even... What? Whatever, I'm gonna go. As always, stay hydrated, have a good morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time it is for you. And next time, we will see what this Wonderland has for us. This land just for us. I love what Carrot has done with it used to just be the default UI. There we go, Act 1, waking up, or Arc 1, waking up in Wonderland. See you later when ooh. Based on my current schedule, I'm going to say it'll probably be Monday. And why not Sunday? Because I am probably going to be busy Sunday. For once in my life. So yeah, I'll probably stream on Monday. To be honest, I'll probably stream same time. I might just like do the rest of the demo just in one go. I'd like to point out that I'm glad that I managed to finish this without anything going wrong, because the last time I streamed the Our Wonderland Alpha, my system blue screened. So you're 28-year-old. Alright. Alright, see y'all later, and yeah, stay hydrated.